Welcome. Welcome. We are here to do one or two missions. To see if we can get closer to getting the temporal storyline done. I had turned off the audio earlier because I was watching some videos as I did my dailies. But yeah, so we are going to try to get a couple more missions in, or at least one, within the temporal storyline. Almost done with the temporal storyline. We're on future proof. We have three more. Yeah. Oh. And then after that will be the end of this storyline as it shows here. And then the story doesn't take into consideration what happens beyond that, at least for the temporal storyline. As some side notes, I'm still working on some other stuff. I have the duty officer missions from the winter event going on. I've already done my event cat chase around the race. So the ice race, you can actually do it pretty easily by changing yourself to that's not what I want to do. To a cat, because cats move faster. If you do the ice race with the cat form, it's actually pretty hard to lose. You don't even need to hit shift in order to sprint. You just need to run around the track, and then when you start going out of control, you just tap and it kind of slides you forward as a cat, but as a human you would roll. But yeah. But let's go ahead and get this mission started. Okay, just take a little time to load up here. Good little roll, huh? I did my duty as an officer. Nothing more. Chavez.
Greetings. It's an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to New Romulus and the first Alliance Summit. The opening ceremonies will begin soon. Until then, please, wait here in the assembly hall.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. Today?
This summit shall be of historical importance to be certain. Ambassador Sugihara and President Oakeg have a monumental task ahead of them, however. there is a 34.8% chance of a major diplomatic incident occurring during the summit, one that could lead to its complete collapse.
Let's hope we beat those odds, Admiral, for all of our sakes. Captain
Well,
Sean.
here we are. It's still a little hard to believe, isn't it? Peace in our time, or so they say in all the media reports. Regardless of the outcome today, the crew of the Enterprise stands ready.
As does my crew, Captain. And when it may, we'll do our duty. Admiral
Good
Quinn.
to see you. Quite a sight to see, this summit. I can't help but wonder what the role of Starfleet will be once it's complete. Will we return to a role of discovery, or remain on guard, phasers at the ready?
That thought crossed my mind, Admiral. More than once. President?
It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course. Were it not for your efforts, this summit wouldn't be happening. Allow me to thank you for that, on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. We've quite the journey ahead of us, but we'll begin today by taking that important first step.
One small step, Mr. President? Sometimes those lead to great things. Chancellor Jimpak.
Kavan! Today is a momentous occasion for us all. Let us hope that this conference goes better than the one at Kittima. You have done well to prove that we need this agreement to succeed. Still, it would be naive of us all to assume that this peace will last any longer than the ones that have come before. More likely, we are on the peaceful side of a giant circle, and it is only a matter of time before we find the side of war once more.
Conflict will always find us, Chancellor. Facing it with our allies, the path to victory. Proconsul Detan.
Jolan True. Truly, we are witnesses to history. If only my esteemed mentor, Ambassador Spock, had lived to see this day. When reflecting upon this summit, I am reminded of an ancient Terran saying he once taught me. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. Many here today would see that come to pass for us, I think.
At that, I have no doubt, sir.
And yet, despite the withdrawal of the Iconians, we have many enemies throughout the void. Many worlds must be rebuilt to survive. It seems we have great need of both swords and plowshares. A strong alliance can secure both of them for us all.
You make a good point, Proconsul. Ambassador Sarah.
Greetings. We stand upon the threshold of a great venture for all gentle beings in the galaxy. The Deferi, as always, shall strive to seek a state of balance. This may be our greatest challenge yet, but one we cannot forsake.
The pursuit of balance is Admiral One, Ambassador. Counselor Garrick.
Greetings! Quite the gathering today, wouldn't you agree? One hopes that, amidst all this splendor, the great powers find it in their hearts to remember the plight of Cardassia.
The Cardassian people will not be forgotten, Counselor.
Hello. I've heard this summit is as much about the future of the Four Quadrants as it is a resolution of the war. I'm happy with finding peace, though. We're all long overdue for peace. Prophet's willing.
Agreed, Eminence.
While Rule 34 says that war is good for business, I think I've had my fill of it. Still, if what I hear in the wind is true, we're in for a heaping helping of Rule 35.
Peace is good for business, if memory serves.
Exactly. And here's hoping that business is good. The markets took a beating in the last days of the war.
Rule 125. If you can't make a deal, if you're dead. Wise words.
It is agreeable to see you here. Considering your actions during the Iconian conflict, it is eminently logical for you to be a part of determining the Alliance's path forward.
Let's hope the Council's ready to listen to me.
The opening ceremonies are about to begin. Ambassador Sugihara will be making an announcement shortly.
Very good, Lieutenant Commander.
May I have your attention? The summit is about to commence. Please join me in the main conference room now. So glad you could make it. I have to admit, you've done what many believe to be impossible, bringing everyone to the table to form a greater galactic alliance. Well done. Now, if you would be so kind, would you mind escorting your leader to the conference room? I can't think of a better honor guard.
Of course, Ambassador. See you inside. A little side note. Oh, terrible lighting on that one, but a little side note. So if you're watching Prodigy, spoilers going to happen. Sorry for spoilers. If you are afraid of spoilers and you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and skip 5 minutes, I guess. But if you're watching Prodigy, so part of Prodigy is a part of the future, but also a part of the past. There's some weird timey-wimey stuff that happens in Prodigy. But the Diviner keeps on bringing up the alliance when it comes to talking about the Federation. Now, before the Alliance in Star Trek Online, there isn't really a mention of the alliance and an alliance within Star Trek. Most of the times when it comes to anything based upon the Federation, it's called the Federation. So it actually makes me wonder if Prodigy has made the alliance canon. Though with the weird timey-wimey stuff, it's hard to tell what is canon within Prodigy and what is not canon, because it may just be an alternate timeline. But it is an interesting fact that the alliance, this alliance that we're currently working through in this mission here, is what gets talked on in there. So hopefully at some point in Prodigy they'll explain the alliance, or something will come of it, because yeah. But I guess we'll see when if they ever explain that. President, Mr. President.
Is it time? Very well. Let's not keep history waiting. Lead the way.
This way, Mr. President. Bird looks stretched.
fellow delegates, honored guests, we stand at a crossroads.
Chancellor, that Romulan poisoned his wine. This is Romulan treachery.
We did no such thing.
Mr. President, look out!
You. Once again, you meddle in the affairs of your betters, alien.
I'd recognize you from anywhere, Krog. It's been a while. Let's start with something simple. What time period are you from? Exactly.
One that shall be free of your wretched species, I think. And soon.
27th century?
Incorrect. How your kind slipped free of your wretched homeworld eludes me.
We'll figure it out, trust me. Next question. How did you get here?
To this room? A simple matter of putting one foot in front of the other, really. With considerable practice, you may be able to master the technique. Although I have my doubts.
You looked like a Raymond before. Your disguise must have fooled the embassy security.
A simplified but accurate deduction. You must be so proud.
Considerably so. Let's move on, shall we? Are you working alone or part of a team?
One of my people is worth 1,000 of your misbegotten species.
You're alone. I don't scan any more of you on sight.
Correct. You are more astute than I gave you credit for, mongrel.
Charming. Time for another question. Where is your home base of operations?
Search the skies for a star in the grip of death, and you may find my home.
Surely you're not referring to Nakul, are you?
Yes, Nakul. Her beautiful radiance will return to the cosmos once more. It is a matter of destiny.
But how?
Hello. I see you've discovered a temporal anomaly.
Captain Walker? Indeed. Captain Walker is with us now. Dole's out.
We detected a time breach in the 29th century. Strangely, we couldn't track the actual traveler, but we sensed a change in history on this day and time. Seemed like a good idea to investigate it.
Meet Specialist Krog. She just failed to assassinate President Okuk.
No doubt an attempt to fatally undo the Alliance Summit. Quite the terrorist act. If this summit fails, everything you saw in the future would be disrupted at best. At worst, that future will cease to exist entirely. If you adjust your tricorder settings to analyze chronoton emissions, you'll discover her point of origin as the 29th century.
Sounds like a trip to the future is in order, Captain.
Go to the future? If we're certain they are from Nakul, wouldn't a preemptive strike in this time put an end to any of their future ambitions?
Disrupting the cool now would be disastrous.
That's correct. The safest course of action is to stop the incursion at its point of origin, the 29th century Nakul system. Time is of the essence. We'll need to leave soon. May I suggest turning over your prisoner to Commander Jirac before we depart?
Agreed, Commander. If you'd be so kind.
I'll be happy to acquaint Specialist Krog with the interior of a high-security Romulan holding cell. Good hunting.
Thank you, Commander. Run a level 3 security scan. She had more tricks up her sleeve. Yes, inform command that we're investigating the incident at the source and beam us up.
All hands, brace for temporal shift. Now!
What have you discovered? On screen?
I take it you're seeing the same thing we are. While the Nakul star was ruined by the Toxutat in your time, the fact that it's not a black hole is quite the mystery.
Reports of its demise appears to have been over-exaggerated.
Quite so. We're also reading a massive structure of unknown origin near the star. It's a day for enigmas, it seems.
Let's take a closer look at those enigmas, Captain.
Strange. This system hasn't been inhabited for decades. What are the Nakul up to?
Unknown vessels, you have violated Nakul space. You shall pay with your lives.
Most of the Nakul are law-abiding, but the radical elements have been a thorn in our side for some time.
Looks like the thorn's getting sharper, Captain.
You shall pay for your crimes, alien filth!
This is starting to come together. General Vosk is the leader of a radical element within the Nakul. We've been looking for him for some time.
Your search may be over. We're reading an inbound ship at high warp.
Acknowledged. Sensors indicate she's of Nakul registry. The NV Destiny.
Helm, is that an intercept corps?
I am General Vosk of the Nakul. I do not recognize your vessel, and your face is new to me. Identify yourself. If
I am Adram Dolan Doles of the Bowlsman. One of your people has...
Be silent! The goals of a primitive aboard a garbage scow matter little to me. Leave Nakul at once, or you will be destroyed.
If that's the way you want to play it, General, so be it.
Bad news. I'm reading multiple Nakul warp signatures inbound to our location. We'll maintain Overwatch as long as we can. Go get Vosk.
On our way. Acknowledge. Alright. Everyone, move out and stay sharp.
I admire your tenacity, but your struggle is truly in vain. Soon the Nakul will stand first above all. Your kind will be but a memory, replaced by the glory of Nakul!
Not if we have anything to say about it, General.
General Vosk, the portal is ready.
All hands, begin temporal shunt for Nakul, for destiny.
Come with us, sir. It's time.
Very well. Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence. Now.
Need to get this situation under control, and fast. I'm beaming over to join your efforts. I'd prefer keeping the Destiny in one piece. Her temporal tech alone is well worth saving. Cover me while I try to shut down the self-destruct sequence. Be prepared.
Understood,
Nakul won't
Captain.
go down easy.
Understood, Captain. I'll give you the time you need.
Incoming enemies! Hold the line! Damn! It hard locked the self-destruct. I'm going to try to bypass the lock. Cover me. More Nakul heading our way. Adaptive security. Looks like they've learned a trick or two from the Borg. Let's download what data we can and leave. Multiple Nakul life signs detected. devils. They started using a full data purge. Think I could stall that for a while. Need a little more time here. Cover me! I've unlocked one of the last data nodes. Better have a look. It's grim. Destiny is about to explode and the Nakul are on the verge of a major military operation. I'll return to Pasta, call for reinforcements, and hold the line.
Understood.
I managed to bypass the security protocols on the main console. Grab any critical data you can and beam out before Destiny explodes.
Will do. Good luck, Captain. Won't be long. All-time jokes on a time machine quest is always hilarious. Five to beam up. Helm, take us to a safe distance.
If we don't shut down the Nakul portal quickly, we'll be facing a full-scale temporal assault. Reinforcements are on the way, both for us and the Nakul. Buckle up. Things are about to get rough.
Red alert. All hands. Battle stations.
I'm picking up many more Nakul ships inbound. Holding them back will be challenging. This situation is escalating. We must destroy their temporal facility before any other ships travel through.
Weapons ready. Let's put the portal out of commission.
Captain Bucket, U.S. hesitant. I'll make you get started.
Well, that could have gone better. Still, with that data you downloaded and a little luck, we might be able to find the Nakul vessels that made it through the portal. Hopefully before they can do any serious damage to the time stream.
Have faith, Captain. We'll stop them.
Your confidence is reassuring. Let's get you back to... Wait. We just registered a new historical record. It appears that General Vosk has been found and dealt with in the distant past by Captain Jonathan Archer.
One of Starfleet's finest. That one's down. More to follow.
Indeed. We've got our work cut out for us. I suspect we'll have to recruit more temporal agents to deal with incursions of this magnitude. Regardless, thank you for all your help today. Let me know when you're ready to return to your time.
Acknowledged.
Are you ready to return to the 25th century?
I am.
Welcome back. I've asked Temporal Investigations to see what can be done about the Nakul incursions. You'll be happy to know that the summit is still on, though it took Sujihara quite a bit of maneuvering to get the Klingons back to the table. Commander Shava's sacrifice was not in vain. May she rest in peace.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Getting closer. 10 more levels to max out, because I already have intelligence officers obviously filled up, and then I filled up the command. So now I was working, because I don't have, yeah, I was working on Temporal. Then I think I'll end up working on the 2 secondaries that I haven't done. Alright. So that leaves us with 2 more missions within
There's been a serious temporal incursion. Head to Deep Space Nine and use the wormhole to travel to the Gamma Quadrant as soon as possible. Once we're through the wormhole, we'll be traveling to what becomes the new Kittimer system in the 28th century. It's on the fringe of current Dominion territory, so we should be able to transit in time before they're aware of us.
Anything good out here? No. This here. Probably be what I pick up, though not required. Alright. So I have a game I have to run here in about an hour. So I am going to go. If you have liked what you've seen, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream again. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye.